here. This is the greatest, biggest life hack I've ever learned, ever, for health and fitness. And it applies also to health, wealth, and happiness, success, and strength. This is the ultimate magnetic marketing. So join me on this adventure. We're going to go over and go deep into this, because and thank you for your attention, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. You will love and get transformed by this information. We're just live on Facebook, Dr. Keith J. Lopez, doing 10 at 10, 10 minutes of movement, 10 minutes of mindset. And it got so deep. We got so much awesome responses. So I'm over here now, and I'm coming in live every day for 30 days, not including the weekends. And this is so transcendent, transformational, to expand your telomeres at any age, right? I'm almost 50, and I love my body and how it functions and looks so much more than when I was 18. When I was 18, 16, supposed to be at the peak of my health and wellness, I was throwing up every week. I couldn't run around the block. I tried to one time. I was gasping for air for a long time. Man, so much has changed since then. I took my first nutrition class and everything changed. I realized I don't have to be sick and throw up all day and feel like depressed and anxious, because that food transcended me. Now, how do we get there is the ultimate question, right? I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to understand how to transcend. And there's one word that really encapsulates it and is the essence of your transcendence, and it is attention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Your attention equals your vibration. When you change your attention and concentration, you change your vibration. And when you change your vibration, you change your frequency. And you change your frequency, you change what you see and feel. It's like a channel on the television set or the radio. You could only hear what you tune into, and you receive what you believe. This is the ultimate teachings. There's two sides to every coin. And when you're at one side of the coin, you may be in despair. You must realize that from that despair comes your dream, because within every problem lies a solution. And you cannot get, big up Einstein, you cannot get to where you'd like to go with the same thinking that got you stuck in the first place. That's why it's so vital to change our circle of influence, because that circle is going to magnetize you towards what they're doing. You are most likely the average of the top 5 people that you spend the most time with. Look at their bank account. Take the average of it. It's probably exactly where you are. Look at their body weight or their body fat percentage or their BMI. The average of them is probably yours. Look at their success and their happiness levels. The average of the top 5 people that you spend the most time with is most likely yours. That's why it's so vital to change your algorithm, right? Tap in people that have you feel just a little bit better, and praise ye, because we have so much to celebrate. Celebrate you. You're a walking miracle. You are an amazing magnetic creature that is pulling in to like attracts like. The law of attraction, right? You are attracting in people that are just like you, doing things that are just like what you're doing. So the biggest life hack you could ever do, bet on this, right? Bet equals belief, emotion, thought. Change your thoughts, that changes your emotion, and that changes your beliefs. Because what you think about consistently creates competence and confidence, and then conviction. And if you think that you can't, then you are right. If you think you can, you are right. And you can do anything. Anything. Humans have learned how to fly. Humans have learned how to predict the weather. You know, the first person that said that they can predict the weather was scoffed, laughed at. humiliated in crowds or attempted to be humiliated, but his confidence level, his conviction, his belief was not shook, because he or she who has the most confidence and conviction and the highest form of belief and certainty wins. That's what makes leaders. That's what makes influencers. That's what makes you great. Your belief about the thing is more important than the thing. When you believe that fruits and vegetables are good for you, and they work, you're going to jump into that aspect of living. All you need is one piece of information to start the transformation. I hope and pray that this may be the spark of light that gets you into the pathway to transform your life to be healthier, happier, think and feel fit and rich. Because wealth is not in your pocket, it's in your mind and in your heart. And when you increase your health, there is nothing worth more than that. Because a healthy man has 1,000,000 wishes, and a sick man got how many? One wish. What is his one wish or her one wish? The sick person. To be healthy. Hello, Jeremiah Coleman. Blessed love. You are a walking miracle. You're a godsend. Children of God, how would you like people to treat your child or your future child? With respect, with dignity, with love and gratitude, just like they treat you. So treat everyone like you want to be treated, and like you would treat God if he was walking on the corner, because we're all God's children. We all mess up. Forgiveness is not for them, it's for you to give and get more, because what you give, you receive. What does that have to do with health and fitness? Everything. Most of the times we are eating emotionally. We're trying to eat our feelings, and we're eating for entertainment. But when we're entertained by life and love and feel that gratitude, then we don't need to eat things that do not serve us. And your belief about the thing is more important than the thing, right? You believe that walking every day for an hour is going to help you. It not most certainly will, but you will certainly do it. And your belief builds behavior. So when you have this belief that an action is going to help, then you will do it. It's not the action, it's the belief about the action. It's be to have, not have to be. What do I mean by that? Because belief builds behavior, right? Behavior starts to build belief, yes, for sure. But we got it backwards when we say, if I had $1,000,000, I would help so many people and I would be so happy. Happiness brings success. Success does not bring happiness. That's why so many people have millions or billions or what we consider success, and they're sad and depressed and even take their own lives. More people take their own lives in the United States, and I believe the world, than kill other people. And it's such a small percentage too. Less than 1% of people that die from homicide, from people killing people. It's almost 2% that die from suicide, people taking their own lives. Can I say something? What happened in school yesterday? Sure. Speak up, please. That's why I go live, so I could get some feedback. Listen, y'all, connection crushes depression. Correct connection, right? Where your attention goes, energy flows. So, Jeremiah, if you're going to talk about something in school yesterday, like, sure, it's awesome to vent and to get it out of off your chest if something negative happened. We don't resist our negative feelings, because then they persist. Accept them, embrace them, be aware of them, but believe that there is another side of the coin. And when we put our attention on the negative, more negative comes. Magnetic marketing. When we put our attention on the positive aspect of life or a circumstance and create a story of endearment, of power with words of power, all words are power. It's just, where do we want to go? To something to uplift us or to take us down? Because we're doing one or the other. We are not maintaining. Contrary to popular belief, there is no maintenance. There is no maintaining. It's either construction or destruction. It's either we are ascending or descending. We're getting lifted up or we're going down. So what you focus on frequently becomes your frequency. And when you start to have the frequency of goodness and love, and you get into that alpha brainwave state instead of a beta, just moving, and you get into that alpha meditative brainwave state and start to reprogram your mind instead of the identity that someone else convinced you that you are less than greatness, and you start to embrace that you're a son of God, that you're a child of God, that you are capable of anything great, and the infinite potential of greatness, the ineffable qualities of joy, then eating your emotions doesn't seem necessary. You could embrace your emotions and eat fruits and vegetables. You could go for a walk instead of trying to drown your sorrows, sitting down watching someone else's dream come true. Live by design, not by default. Are y'all receiving what I'm giving? What is your biggest problem, stuck point, or obstacle within fitness and nutrition? What solution are you looking for? What is your dream outcome? And what is your hell on earth that you may be experiencing now? What is the heaven that you are awaiting? I hope to help you with this. Reach out, ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will open. But if you don't ask, you'll never receive. There's a story of a man on a boat, and he's stuck. He's out at sea, lost. A boat and no paddles. He's on his last little bottle of water, his last little snack. He knows he's in for it. The sun's beating on his head. And he prays to God, God, please help me. Please, I surrender to you. I yield to you. Please help me. Right at that moment, a boat comes and say, hey, how can we help you? And he says, I don't need any help. I'm praying to God. I was like, you sure, man? You're stuck out here. I could help you. He said, no, I'm good. Boat leaves. He gets further out in sea to the point where a rescue helicopter comes. It's like, hey, throws a ladder down. Come on. They're screaming because it's like, come on, we'll help you. We have food and water. No, I'm good. I don't need anything. I'm praying to God. God will save me. They're like, get on. Come on. We're helping you. He says, no, thank you. My help is with the Most High, with God. God will come and save me. Another few days go by and the guy dies. He ends up in heaven. And he says, God, I've been God-fearing, God-praising my whole life. I've read all the holy books. I've gone to church and temples, and I've praised you. I've been kind to people all my life. I asked you for help when I was stuck at sea. Why didn't you help me? He said, I sent you a boat, and I sent you a helicopter. What else do I need to do? Why didn't you go with them? So the moral of the story is, receive the help. People are here to help people. How can you help people? What are you doing to serve God or serve people in a way that pleases the Lord? That's the King Solomon prayer. If you don't know, then make the prayer. Oh Lord, how can I serve people in a way that pleases you? And don't just do it for the fruit, right? At some points, I got 0 watching me. I'm still speaking. You could watch a replay of it. Even if you don't, I am perfecting the process of my speaking. And I know that soon there's going to be 1 million subscribers and people will be watching my old live feeds and being like, wow, this dude was dropping gems and really putting his heart out and saying similar things to what he's saying now 5-10 years ago. Because I'm doing it for me, for the work, not for the fruit. And sometimes I forget, like us all. Sometimes I forget to accept the help that God is sending me, like us all. Sometimes I forget to give praises and see the God in you, Zach, in you, Jeremiah. But then I remember, and then all is well and better than well, because God is great, and the greatest gift is the present. Greatest gift ever given is the present. The present moment is so blessed and wonderful. We keep giving, and you will receive. Sometimes you don't think it's working on you, not for you. Big up Myron Golden. Right? I got to keep on bigging people up, because it is the amount of influence of people I've seen live on stage and on YouTube and on other platforms, the books I've read, the mentors I've directly gotten knowledge from, that get to me to a higher level. Even the teachers I've had that I don't think or didn't think reached me very much, there's one little thing that they may have taught me that just changed my life completely, because information causes the transformation. And that's why I fill my days up with information that gets me to ascension, to a higher level of greatness, of love, of gratitude. What's your mantra? What is your saying that changes your brainwave state, that reminds you to get out of the state that is not serving you and into the state that is serving you? My first one was 3 Magic Words. That's a great book, by the way. 3 Magic Words. And these 3 words are not the 3 magic words in the book, the 3 magic words. But the 3 magic words Dr. Masaru Emoto taught me, which is love and gratitude. That changes the molecular structure of water to this beautiful crystal. Crystallize the goodness. That's what a mantra does. That's what all your words do, because words have power. Words create a story and self-talk that you have consistently. Words are the rudder to your boat. So when we say love and gratitude, it crystallizes in our being, and it changes the molecular structure of water, and we're 60 to 80% water. So we change who we are, and that changes what we do, and that changes what we have. So if you want to change your life and what you have, change your beliefs. I think I should water that girl right there. Change your beliefs. And when you change your beliefs, you change everything you be feeling, and then you change what you be having and what you be doing. Thank you so much. You are absolutely wonderful. I will be here again around 10:30. It was a little late today because we went over on our live 10 at 10, 10 minutes of movement, 10 minutes of mindset on Facebook. If you'd like to join me for the membership of the Thrive Tribe, you could go to yourlasttrainer.com. Again, that is yourlasttrainer.com. And then I could be able to see you and have more of a private conversation in a like-minded, but like gold, that we all have the similar goals group on Zoom calls. And that is yourlasttrainer.com. Yourlasttrainer.com. I'm here for you. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. May you stay blessed by the greatest. Blessed love, blessed love, blessed love, blessed love, blessed.